Good morning po Kuya Coco. Sana po matiwasay ang ating tour po ngayon, no? Good morning po. Kumpleto na po ba yung mga tourists? Good morning po.
Welcome aboard, everyone! We will be your step-on rolling tourist guide. My name is Teresa, or you may call me Miss Tere. Here with me are the other lovely step-on rolling tourist guide, Mr. Atlan, Mr. Dave, Miss Natisha, and Miss Belle. And last, but especially not the least, is our lovely coach captain, Kuya Coco. And we are from Pinabonga Travel Agency. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as we venture to the beautiful Subic Bay. Before we start with our tour, Mr. Dave will remind you of a few things during our tour.
Good day everyone, I am Dave, one of your tour guides here in our adventurous tour. Just a few reminders in our tour. First is to remain seated during our tour. If you have any concerns or questions, please do not hesitate to call our lovely tour guides here in our tour. We will do our best to help and answer your concerns. Second, our tour guides have medkit with us. If you have any medical concerns or emergencies, please do call our attention and we'll be happy to assist you. Third is a reminder to leave nothing but memories. During our tour, please refrain from littering here inside the bus just to maintain the cleanliness and comfortable vibes. Lastly, there will be comfort stops during our rolling tour for our lucky tourists to relieve themselves or to buy any souvenirs or foods during our tour. That's all for the reminders.
Subic, or famously known as Subic Bay, is one of the Philippines' top playground for extreme sport and adventure travel. Subic is a famous destination of diverse ecotourism activities. Our itinerary for our rolling tour is first, we will be traveling and arriving at Subic approximately 7 a.m. The first destination we'll be heading to Subic is the Apaliin Forest Trails. This forest trail is famous among jungle trekkers where you can find nature's beauty at its finest. Our next destination will be Jungle Environmental Survival Training Camp, where we'll be experience a brief training class from the indigenous people who taught the U.S. military group during the Vietnam War.
Next, we will head to nursing, breeding, and spawning ground of diverse species of aquatic and terrestrial mangrove trails, located in Triboa Bay. After our beautiful sightseeing adventure in mangrove trails, we will now head to Ocean Adventure, where you will be guided by their tour guides inside for you to watch sea creatures in their wild settings. After experiencing fun adventure in Ocean Adventure, we will now head to Pamulaklaking Forest Trails, or Pastalan Eta Village, where a native guide will be on board with us to teach about Eta culture and teach about various of medical plants. Our next attraction will be Treetop Adventure. You will get to do fun and thrilling side-up tourism adventure.
After our fun tour in the lush wonder of the Subic rainforest, we will head to the famous Subic Safari, where you will get a chance to experience the only tiger safari in the Philippines. The last attraction we will head to is El Caballo Falls, or El Cab by Equestrian, where you will get a chance to admire the magnificent horses and even get the chance to ride them and trot to El Caballo Falls. After our long day of our rolling tour, we will finally head back to Metro Manila, which concludes our Subic Bay rolling tour. Once again, I am Kuya Lon, and we hope you will enjoy our Subic rolling tour. We are now entering the Apaliin Forest Trail. Once again, I am Kuya Lon, and I will be your tour guide for our first destination. The Apaliin Forest Trail is one of the famous jungle trekking trails in Subic. It is located beside Morong, which is easily accessible by both citizens and tourists from Subic and Bataan. As you can see to your left-hand side, this trail has also an en route to El Caballo Falls, which also helps with horse uses. We are now entering the Apaliin point, which leads to the conclusion of our tour here in Apaliin Forest.
Hello again everyone, I'll introduce myself again. I am Dave and I will be your tour guide for our next destination. I just wanna ask, have you ever been lost in a jungle? Do you know the what to do's if you ever experience it? If not, take a training class on how to survive in a jungle, which will be conducted by the indigenous people who taught the US military group during the Vietnam War. Because we are now here in the JES camp, or Jungle Environment Survival Training Camp, is where they can give you an adventurous souls a chance to learn indigenous skills in an active, hands-on environment, educate on how to work with the wonders of nature, responsibly through unique attractions, and give you an unforgettable close-up experience with some beloved animals, critters, and plants. Enjoy yourself with this survival training, which will be an educational yet fun experience. We are now approaching Pamulaklaking Ita Forest Trail, where its name came from the Pamulaklaking vines that abundantly grows in the area. These plants were once used by the Itas as an alternative to vaccines. Pamulaklaking Forest Trail is a wildlife refuge where visitors are toured deep in the forest by indigenous Ita tour guide. This is an ecological area that has been preserved by the indigenous Itis tribe. The Itis have a village on the land and they live there with their families in much the same manner as their ancestors. Hunting wild boar and plant gathering are a part of their daily lives.
So, we are now heading to Bakawan Trail or Mangrove Trail. As you can see outside, the trek goes from Ilanan Beach to the Ita Forest Camp nestled beside the pristine mangrove forest. Inside, you can participate on an ecological trip to learn more about the significance of mangrove forest. Now, the mangrove species that Mangrove Trail has is predominantly Bakawang Babae or Rhizophora macronota. These pristine saplings plays a major role in nursing and breeding and serves as a spawning ground for diverse species like aquatic and terrestrial animals. And we are now approaching to our next trip, the Ocean Adventure. It is the Southeast first open water marine park. Inside, you can watch the whales, dolphins, sharks, sea lions, forest animals, and other sea creatures under wild settings. You can also get a chance to interact and even have a swim with the dolphins. You will learn a lot about not only aquatic animals but also land animals as you go visit and explore the world inside the Ocean Adventure.
We are in Treetop Adventure. It gets you soaring through the air on a number of amazing high-flying activities. There's something for everyone. Let's go to the lowest activities to the most thrilling rides. First is nature trekking, will indicate you what are edible and not edible, poisonous and not, and show you how to make fire by using a bamboo. The canoe ride lets you sail down to the motorized cable line 100 feet above the trees. As the Silver Surfer lets you glide with the front from treetop to treetop, the Superman ride is for daring thrill seekers who want to swoop down from the great height on the zip line. And the Treetop Adventure gets you rifling down a massive tree. You can choose which ride to access so you can avoid the lines and you just head off the adventure. We are now approaching the Subic Safari, not a typical zoo. Here you will see a wild and unique animal and activities in the park, including close encounter with animals, and a trip in the Subic Safari will be complete without boarding the iconic Tiger Safari vehicle. This is a once-in-a-lifetime that will be your heart leaping out of your chest. Apart from seeing the tigers doing their own thing in the wild, you might occasionally experience One or three tigers howling at your vehicle for fun. No big deal, kidding aside, it's completely safe, so there's no need to worry. Here in Subic Safari, animals are safe and stress-free. Few animals you will see are deer, albino, bear, monkeys, eagle, pigs, ferrets, and much more. Few people working in the Subic are ETA, where actually live inside the Subic, also because it is where they actually lived before Subic Safari built.
Lastly, we are now approaching to our last attraction, El Caballo Equestrian, El Caballo Falls. In this attraction, you can meet beautiful and friendly horses and enjoy a ride through the forest to El Caballo Falls. They offer a 1-hour scenic ride through the forest to El Caballo Falls with guide and enjoy a brief moment to check the falls. If you want a relaxing ride, they also offer 1 hour and 30 minutes rides with guide along the river and pass through the pasture and shaded ground in the El Caballo stables.
Good evening to our lovely tourists. We are now at the end of our tour. We hope you enjoyed our rolling tour. During our tour, we visited a lot of beautiful places and attractions. We have visited a lot of ecological attractions. We even witnessed dancing sea lions and dolphins in ocean adventure. Before leaving the bus, please check your belongings and pick up the litter to help Kuya Coco, or else he might get mad at us. Let us give thanks to our pinakapogi and magaling na coach captain, Kuya Coco, for helping us with our rolling tour. Once again, I am Kuya Lon, and we are from Pinabonga Travel Agency. If you wish to travel again with us, you may contact us on our FB page and Instagram account, Pinabonga Travel Agency. Thank you everyone, to our lovely tourists, and have a good night. Thank you po Kuya Coco. Mahaba din po yung tour natin, pero sana po nag-enjoy din kayo.